Every year, You Are the Power gets bigger, stronger, and more impactful. In 2025, we nearly tripled our impact. We've helped more people than ever before who have been harmed by local government. How well did we do? Let's get into it. To start out, in 2025, we processed 800 requests for assistance, which is a 167% increase from last year. These were families whose children were taken after they were falsely accused of abuse, farmers fighting against having their farms stolen with eminent domain, charities being threatened with arrest for helping people in need, people facing prison time for crimes they didn't do, and many other examples of people being threatened, abused, and robbed by politicians and bureaucrats. That's roughly 70 people a month reaching out to us and saying, I'm about to lose my children, my home, my livelihood, even my freedom, and I need someone to help me. And that's what we do. We've been winning for these folks everywhere across the country, including New York, New Jersey, Georgia, Texas, Kentucky, Tennessee, and beyond. Case after case closed with victory. One of our biggest initiatives this year was the creation of the Family Reunification Program. The moment it launched, we saw an immediate reaction from the public that resulted in a more than 10-fold increase in the number of people coming to us to get their kids back after they were falsely accused of abuse. In the first 5 months since launching, 221 families have asked us for help. We thoroughly vet every single case that comes in to make sure beyond any shred of doubt that these parents are innocent. If they are, we take on their case, and we don't stop fighting until we win. Some of these cases are still ongoing, and a few others about to launch, but many of these have already been closed with the greatest victory of all, children going home to their families where they belong. And after 2 years of fighting for these families, Georgia's Division of Family and Children's Services finally implemented a policy that lets parents of medically fragile children get a second medical opinion when their parents are accused of abuse. That policy became Ridge's Law, which thanks to our work got passed unanimously and enthusiastically signed into law. It happened because families refused to be silent, and because thousands of you helped amplify their stories and bring their causes out in the open. Accountability was running rampant in 2025 as well. In Florida, after years of harming families with faulty diagnoses, Dr. Barbara Knox was forced to resign. In Texas, the abusive officer in the One Love Longview case, former Sergeant Chip well, it doesn't matter what it is because former Sergeant Chip is no longer in law enforcement. These people were using government to harm innocent people at scale. Thanks to us, they can no longer do that. For a while, we celebrated a winning streak that went almost 2 full years where we won every single case that we took on. Unfortunately, we recently lost a case in Ohio where a city council pressured a veteran with PTSD to give up his emotional support animals or face punishment. I wish I could say we won every time. We win almost every time, but unfortunately, sometimes the people who want to use their positions to harm others win. We don't do this work because it's easy. We do it because it's right. And with your help, we will do so much more. In fact, let's talk about your help. Membership is up 56% over the last 2 years. Our volunteers are the heart and soul of everything we do, accumulating nearly 3,000 hours of volunteer time just this year alone. That work also saved the families we've helped over $115,000 worth of donated goods, service, and support. I want to be very clear. Every time an innocent person is threatened, robbed, or violated in some way, their life is worse off as a result. Government is able to do this kind of harm at a scale that no criminal or even a criminal organization ever could. It is imperative that we stop them in their tracks when they try. And thanks to you, that's exactly what we do. We act on what we call the principle of human respect. Innocent people should never have to face being harmed, especially by the government. At their most desperate moment, You Are the Power swoops in, seemingly out of nowhere, and helps people who are having their lives torn apart by out-of-control government officials. And we win. Children are returned to their parents. Homes are kept safe from being stolen by government. False charges are dropped, and public officials resign in disgrace. God with us, and thanks to your help, we are able to do this. From all of those we've helped, all of those we will help in the future, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you. If you believe in our mission and the principle of human respect, and you want to help fuel even more victories, this is the perfect time to make a tax-deductible donation by going to youarethepower.net/donate. We also now accept Bitcoin and all cryptocurrencies at youarethepower.net/crypto. Let me give you some examples to help put in perspective how your donations are used. $25 pays for a background check when we're vetting a case. $50 pays for an open records request. $1,000 pays for client services work during a court hearing. $2,000 pays for official court records and transcripts for a case. $25,000 pays for an entire Family Reunification Program case from the initial screening to reunification of that family. Every dollar gets put to the best possible use. Because of your support, your volunteer time, and your donations, every year that You Are the Power has been working, we've helped so many families and individuals and helped spread the message of the principle of human respect. And with your continued support, 2026 will be even more successful. Thank you again. God bless, guys.